ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
There was also another question, which is another important one. Who is a SrIvaishNava? Who is a vaishNava? If someone doesn't wear Sampradaya symbols like Thiruman, etc., how to identify and respect them properly? And then there is a related question of how to deal with people of other faiths and religions. Shouldn't they be given ordinary respect that any human must be given? So this is another interesting question which I will try to explain now. First of all, SrIvaishNava, vaishNava. In general, if you see, vaishNava means Vishnu Bhakta. One who is a follower of Vishnu is vaishNava. SrIvaishNava means one who follows Sri Mahalakshmi and Vishnu together. That is a general explanation of the term SrIvaishNava. Also in general we see that Vaishnava means a very highly evolved and noble person. In general, if you see all over Bharatadesham, this is the understanding. Vaishnavas means they are very, very noble, they are very gentle, they are very, very caring, very compassionate. That is the picture we get about Vaishnavas. This is the general explanation. But if we go deeper into our Sampradayam, SrIvaishNava, vaishNava, these terms, Bhagavata, Adiyar, all of these terms are used interchangeably. All of these highlight certain essential aspects. That is, accepting we are exclusive devotees of Vishnu and Sri Mahalakshmi. So this is a very, very important definition for SrIvaishNavas. Tirumazhi Alvar explains in Nanmugan Tiruvandadi, Tiruvaditan Namam Marandum Purandara Mandar. That is the definition for SrIvaishNavas. Even though one may sometimes forget about Bhagavan Sriman Narayana, but one will never worship any other Devata. This is the definition of a proper SrIvaishNava. In just today we were having the Kalakshepam of Ondrum Devum Padigam in Tiruvayamudi, where in that Padigam Nambille explains that Devatantara Bhajanam is the main seed for one's presence in samsara. Samsara Bijam is worshipping other devatas and not knowing the supremacy of Bhagavan Vishnu. That is why people are in this samsara, explains Nambille. So, exclusive devotion to Sriman Narayana is a very essential definition, identity of SrIvaishNava. Now, there are other aspects which we need to understand. The general noble nature of SrIvaishNava, which is explained commonly, is explained by our Acharyas also. For example, Nanjiyar says in one place, a Vaishnava means a person who looks at others' sorrow and feels himself very sorrowful, and another person's joy, if he observes that, he also becomes joyful. That is a quality of being a Vaishnava. So that is explained by Nanjiyar. These kinds of explanations are also given, but other explanations such as total devotion to Bhagavan, total commitment and engaging in permanent Mangalashasanam, eternal Kainkaryam, these are also highlighted as important identity for SrIvaishNavas. Now, how to deal with others? For such a SrIvaishnava, this question always remains. Others include SrIvaishnavas as well as those who are outside our SrIvaishnava Sampradayam. They could be followers of other faith, other religion, or whatever they may be. Now, one important thing is, as highlighted previously, compassion is a very, very important aspect of Sri Vaishnava. So naturally, one should be very, very compassionate towards everyone, whether it is Sri Vaishnava or not. We should be compassionate about others. We should be very gentle and noble towards others. We cannot be arrogant. We cannot be prideful and so on. We have to be very, very humble. We have to be very noble and dignified while dealing with others. There are many places in our Purvacharya's commentaries where we see that for Sri Vaishnavas it is better to avoid mixing with others, that is non-Sri Vaishnavas. It is emphasized in many places. It is very, very important and a very delicate point, especially in today's society. Now we are amidst all kinds of people, atheists, people of different faith, people of different understandings. So we are amidst a number of different kinds of people. Even in the past, even centuries ago, the same scenario was prevalent. So in general, for us it is obviously better to avoid association with others, but practically it may not be possible. So we have to know where to engage with them, how to engage with them. So that is something which we have to look upon our Purvacharya's history again. We can see in the history that there are times when our Acharyas were friendly with people of other sampradayams, people of other faiths even. That is because when others have a favorable attitude towards us, we have to reciprocate. We cannot be arrogant and say we are superior or whatever. We have to understand that everyone has their own process, their own ways to reach Bhagavan, and Bhagavan will guide each one of them, each one of the individuals. So when we interact with others, we have to be dignified and we have to present the best of our qualities to others, even those who are not Vaishnavas. We have to try to be caring towards them and give them knowledge, give them devotion. Rather than taking materialistic aspects from others, rather than taking their qualities, whether it is good or bad, rather than being influenced by them, we have to first be very, very kind and very, very good, and we have to transmit that positive energy to others so that they can also see the goodness in our sampradaya and start even studying and following our sampradaya eventually. So we have to be very, very gentle with others, we have to be very noble, and we have to be always compassionate, and we have to always present good things to others, that means good knowledge, devotional aspects to others. We cannot engage in gossips and we cannot engage in worldly talks with others. So that is how we interact with others and we move with others. It doesn't mean that we have to accept whatever they give, whether it is food or whether it is gifts or whatever. We can refuse. We can be very, very firm in our principles when they try to give us food or anything which is not applicable for us. We can simply say no and explain to them that this is not something which we use or which we accept. So there we have to draw the line. We should be very careful and be very diligent about it. So this is with others, but we also have to understand how we interact with Sri Vaishnavas in general. For that, our Purvacharyas have explained the three categories of Sri Vaishnavas. Satkara Yogya, Sahavasa Yogya, Sadhanubhava Yogya. So SrIvaishNavas can also be classified into these three categories. Satkara Yogya means those who are qualified to be welcomed by us, saluted by us. So this is Satkara Yogya. Satkara means generally honoring someone, welcoming someone, being friendly to someone. So those who are having basic understanding of our Sampradayam, they don't know deeper principles, yet they were our SrIvaishnava symbols, Urdhva Pundram and so on. So Shikha, Igyopaveda, whatever applicable to their Varna, if they are following their basics, whatever Varnashrama Dharma which they are in, if they are following their basics which are mentioned in Shastram, then they become Satkara Yogyas. We have to honor them, we have to be polite with them, we have to share good words with them. That is how we should be. Now the next level of people is Sahavasa Yogya. Those with whom we can be present, we can live together, we can go to yatra together, we can sit and discuss for long durations and so on. So this is Sahavasa Yogya. They are little bit more advanced in the Sampradaya principles. They have better understanding of deeper aspects of our Sampradayam and so on. So they are known as Sahavasa Yogyas. And finally, Sadhanubhava Yogyas. These are very advanced Bhaktas, Bhagavatas, who are SrIvaishNavas, who have undergone proper training under Acharyas, elders, who are practicing what they preach, who are following the Purvacharyas, following the divine will of our Alvars and Acharyas and Bhagavan, and they are also guiding others, they are helping others. So such persons are known as Sadhanubhava Yogyas. That means we can constantly look at them, be amazed looking at them, be serving them whenever there is an opportunity, engage in humble discussions with them, get our doubts clarified by them, take their guidance and so on. So that is the Sadhanubhava Yogya level. So we've seen how we interact with others, non-SrIvaishnavas, and then we also seen how we interact with SrIvaishnavas who are in multiple levels, different levels. We may not be able to look and identify in the first meeting itself whether a person is Satkara Yogya, Sahavasa Yogya, Sadhanubhava Yogya. That will come over time. We will understand the inner mood of a particular individual only over time. But in general, any SrIvaishnava we have to treat honorably. Unless we know a person is constantly committing offences, apacharams, then it is better to stay away from such persons. Bhagavat apacharam, Bhagavata apacharam, Asahya apacharam and so on. Other than that, we have to respect and mingle with them in a very polite manner. So this is general idea about SrIvaishnava, how to interact with others, how to interact within SrIvaishnava community and so on.
ஆழ்வார் எம்பெருமானார் ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜீயர் திருவடிகளே சரணம்.
To learn such valuable information about our SrIvaishnava Sampradaya, please download Koyil, K-O-Y-I-L app from Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Our website is koyil.org, Koyil.org.